It has been 10 years since the war with Troy ended. 10 years during which the people of Ithaca have been waiting in vain for the return of their king, Ulysses. His wife, Penelope, pressured by a more and more unstable political situation, orders a man by the name of Herisius to secretly leave in search of her husband. She hopes that the long friendship between Herisius and Ulysses will change destiny. Herisius, banished from his native island for a murder which was really an accident, hopes to earn the forgiveness of his people and put an end to years of wandering. Tell me, Muse, about the man of 1,000 detours who wandered and wandered. Are you from around here?
Excuse me, my lord, but I'm too busy to answer your questions. Ask my master instead.
Are you a merchant?
I am Amenephis. I have come from the kingdom of Egypt to sell these spices. And what is your name?
I am Herisius. Is this the place where the glorious city of Troy once stood?
It is, to be sure. Yet Troy is now but ruins and desolation. The camp stretching behind these walls is all that remains of the crushing victory of the Achaeans over the Trojans. Soon, the walls too shall disappear. And only Mnemosyne, muse of memory and its shades, will remember this once celebrated city.
Do you know if Ulysses, the hero of Troy, is still in the area?
I don't know. Are you looking for him?
He is one of my best friends, and I must find him as soon as possible. Do you know Nathos, the commander of this garrison?
I've never seen him. But I am to meet him in order to be paid.
Who are you, traveler, and what do you want here?
I am Herisius, and it is essential that I see your commander.
Sorry, traveler, but you must show me a pass.
Is this the place where the glorious city of Troy once stood?
The earth upon which you dare to tread and which was once Troy is now Achaean.
Do you know if Ulysses, the hero of Troy, is still in the area?
It's been several years now that Ulysses, he of 1,000 artifices, left the region. Why do you seek him?
I have been sent by Penelope, queen of Ithaca and wife of Ulysses. She has not heard from her husband, yet does not believe him dead. I must see your commander, Nathos, to speak with him concerning a matter of the greatest importance.
Without a pass, I cannot let you in.
Sorry to burst in, but I need some information.
Your life means nothing to me. Move on, scoundrel.
What do you want, foreigner?
Could Nathos grant me a meeting? I've important news from Ithaca for him.
You'll have to wait a while. But if, as you say, your news is really important... Here is one of your countrymen, who also brings news from Ithaca.
So, you've just come from Ithaca. Your news must be more recent than mine. How is our queen?
She's well, despite her misfortunes. She is a brave woman, and a queen who is fully aware of the political choices she's faced with.
And Telemachus, her son. How is his search going? I know he left for Sparta, though I fear the journey is pointless. But I've no time to chat. I've still got some business to settle with my friend. A good day to you, countrymen.
I am looking for King Ulysses. Do you know if he's been found?
It's useless to seek his corpse. Penelope's grief would only be greater. Furthermore, everyone knows that Ulysses died a hero. The gods would not appreciate his remains being moved. No. I think he belongs to the past, to history. And unfortunately, what I've been able to see here only confirms my fears.
I am Herisius. May the gods be with you, noble Nathos. Penelope, queen of our island, has sent me in search of news of her husband. This seal is proof of my good faith.
As you see, Herisius, you're not the only one worried about the fate of poor Ulysses. Let me introduce you to Merops, a member of Penelope's inner circle, with whom I've got some urgent matters to settle, so I'll have to ask you to come back later.
Couldn't we get this taken care of right away? I'd like to set out for home as soon as possible.
There's a time for everything. I said I'd see you later.
Pardon me if I'm heavy-handed, but I had quite a hard time getting into the camp. Couldn't you give me a pass?
I'd really like to, but I can't just now. My good friend Merops' business is far too urgent for me to delay him any longer.
Halt! Who goes there?
What's your name?
Janos. But I don't see how it helps you to know my name.
What are you guarding?
A prison, but you can't come in.
I have a pass.
I need an order signed by Nathos himself to let you into the prison.
Do you know if Ulysses, the hero of the war against Troy, is still in the area?
I don't know.
Get your money out, stranger, and play with us. You won't lose much.
What's your name?
I'm Enops, so sit down, stranger, and play with us.
I can also win some, if this is an honest game. What must I bet?
3 stones. By Poseidon, you're lucky. If that keeps up, we'll soon be poor. You have to give me a chance to win something back.
Not now. Perhaps later.
Whatever you say. But don't hesitate to come back, if you ever feel like it.
Halt! No one enters without a pass.
Rejoice, traveler. Nathos, my commander, will see you now.
Ah, noble Herisius, please forgive the way I treated you just now, but I had to hide my feelings and my thoughts from that swine who dares aspire to Penelope's hand.
Penelope sends you Athena's blessing, and in her name entreats you to help me in my search.
Of course, I'm totally at your disposal. In fact, I've been expecting you. But unfortunately, I've nothing to add to what you already know.
I am sorry to hear that, but I confess that I'm not overly surprised. Well, since the gods would have it this way, I shall continue my quest alone. It seems that Ulysses left Troy long ago, but no one knows where he went.
I know that Ulysses left, but I didn't witness his departure, so I don't know what direction he took. However, what worries me the most is that you seem to be the only one who still believes him to be alive. Most people are convinced of his death.
What do you think?
Goodness, I don't know. My love for Ulysses would drive me, like his wife, to think that he's still alive, but he disappeared almost 10 years ago. Furthermore, the political situation in Ithaca seems to have gone way downhill since Telemachus left. I really don't know what to think.
Could you give me a pass so that I can move freely about the camp without always having to confront your guards who are both strict and effective?
Consider it done. Here.
May you be blessed for this bit of clay. I didn't participate in the downfall of Troy. The gods willed that my destiny be different. But what danger justifies keeping an entire garrison here 10 years after the victory that I thought total?
Unfortunately, the overwhelming victory of our armies couldn't eliminate all the problems. To do that, we would have had to massacre every last Trojan. Small groups of rebels are still active. They're not very dangerous, but they require us to keep an eye on them.
Perhaps they have some information that would be useful for me.
I doubt it. All they retain of the battle is the acrid taste of revenge. Take my word for it, Herisius. They wouldn't hesitate a minute to slit your throat, if they could. Wait a minute. Now that I think of it, try to find a man named Mikis.
Who is he?
He's an Achaean veteran who stayed in the region. Out of nostalgia, I suppose. He knows the history of the site perfectly, as well as everything that goes on there today.
Good. Thanks for the advice.